Alright, fine. I'll play the thing. There you go. You happy, Daniel? Alright. Hello there, everyone. Welcome to week 23 of the Last Blade 2 tournaments. With me on commentary today is Lightspeed Lucas.
Hey.
And joining us shortly should be Samo Camo, otherwise known as Hey What's Cooking, but he stepped out for a minute, so let's just get on with the rules. Alright, first off, tournament will be held on Fightcade, and as such, please enter with your Fightcade username or you will risk disqualification for any confusion and discrepancy causes. Ryu is banned, to do SNK Boss Syndrome. Lee and Zantetsu's JC glitch is banned. Using this glitch will forfeit the match, because this enables a ton of really degenerate block infinites and whatnot, and those are not a good situation, especially when you consider these characters are already very strong. Intentionally crashing or soft-locking the game is banned for pretty obvious reasons. Inserting coins after the round starts is banned because this will cause frames to drop, and that can screw up a lot of combos and setups. Loops are limited to 2 repetitions per combo. The specifics on this are still a little fuzzy, but I'm sure you guys get the gist of it. Okade J236 cancels, and Speedly or Speedzan air chains are limited to 2 uses per combo. This prevent confusions with corner cases on the loop rule. The macros, turbos, etc., outside of the official Fightcade macros, this should also go without saying. If it is deemed unplayable, you will be disqualified, and this does extend to desyncing the match by playing on AAS. So make sure your BIOS is set correctly. The format is best of 3 rounds per game, timer set to normal, all handicaps at default values, and all meters unmasked. There's no real way to mess with these without causing desync, so don't worry about it. Matches are best of 3 until finals. Winners, losers, and grand finals are all best of 5. Please wait for your match to be called on stream before playing. Playing ahead without permission will result in the match being reset or potentially disqualification. Failure arrive within 10 minutes will result in your match being disqualified, and please remember to check in 1 hour before the tournament starts, which if you have not, you will be disqualified very shortly. So, I'm going to go ahead and try to start up the tournament. And it has officially begun. Everyone, please refresh your brackets in order to see your next match. And let's get this underway, starting with Ardon do Infinito versus Playball. Please play your match.
We might see a Hibiki mirror here.
I'm not seeing Ardon in the lobby.
He is there, and so is Playball.
I need to refresh Fightgate then. Give me 1 second.
They're in the game.
Yeah, Ardon does play Moria, but he does also have Hibiki in his pocket.
No, Ardon plays Juzo and Bokuro, not Moria.
Does he have a Moria? Oh well. Whatever the case, they are in. Alright, yeah, we do have a Moria versus Makuro match.
Alrighty, starting for Cross of JB.
Alright, Playball getting some pretty good confirms right off the bat, getting some chip. Ardon might not punish. To his credit, that's pretty hard special to punish on block.
Ardon just waiting for the crosses.
Yeah, but Playball's not giving him any. Makuro's cross-ups are all fake, but they're fast enough that a lot of players can get caught off guard. So it does become a legitimate strat.
Playball failing to punish. Ardon blocking very well.
Ardon failing to fuzzy mash out of that Rekka, gets thrown as a result. Playball dropping another punish. Goes for Raw Super, only gets 1 hit.
Raw Super 1 hit.
Get a flag here. Alright, and a Rekka will close it. It's anyone's game. Alright. Playball blocking another Rekka, still... or Ardon blocking another Rekka, still no punish.
They're not capitalizing after the flags.
Gets the cross up, but doesn't convert off of it. Alright, can Playball punish this?
Nice chip. No punish.
Yeah, the trick with punishing Makuro's spinning blades is you have to fuzzy block the last hit, because that will reduce the amount of block stun you take. As a result, it's minus enough that you can put in and punish. Ooh, that's going to be a ton of chip.
That big
Playball.
chip.
Yeah, Playball smartly guard cancels that.
Oh, if I was gonna try to be cheesy with a dive kick, but no, just 4A to close out the match.
Alright, Playball counterpicking Kojiro.
Power Kojiro.
Alright,
Turn off command run.
Playball throwing out some pokes, getting some fireballs in play. Ardon now lost life lead, and Playball can now play a lot more passively. Ooh, gets a very clean deflect, but doesn't convert off of it.
Ardon now backed against the corner.
Alright, good throw. Fireball. Just a decision. Ardon gets the dive kick, doesn't convert off of it, but still manages to reset, and meaty super, it lands! Ardon's now in match point. You have anything to say on this matchup, Lucas?
I gotta say I think Arden is playing pretty well. Just picked the Mukuro recently, and he's doing very well. And he's getting those punishes, and a lot of chip. A lot of chip.
Yeah, if they don't know how to punish Spinning Blade, which, again, admittedly is fairly difficult for most characters, you can just throw it down and get like a solid 5% in chip, which adds up pretty quickly, given how easily Mikuro can knock you down.
Play ball now in desperation. He's gonna try to do SDM. He's totally gonna try to do SDM. Just
regular DM and
work.
get stuffed with a JA. Ardon is the winner.
Arden takes it back.
Alright. Jeez, 5 spectators. Guys, please watch the stream. It can cause the players to lag if you watch on Fightcade.
Hey Samo.
How we doing?
Alright, hello my dude.
He was using invincibility.
I always am. Oh snap, we got Wooly. Hey, he's back.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
pretty cool
he
to
is the
see.
break. I didn't even notice. Anyways, up next we have Radical 101 versus Lightspeed Lucas. Please play your match.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, just gotta wait for them to get in game. Alright, so Radical's got some pretty deep pockets, but tends to favor Hibiki. Lightspeed Lucas also has similarly deep pockets, but has taken quite a liking to Okaide lately. So
Was it Rad, the Power Washizuka guy?
I think he was for a while. I'm pretty sure he switched off to Hibiki. No,
Hibiki
definitely
was
does still have a pocket washi though. It's something you gotta watch for.
There you go.
All right, they're in. All right. Well, we do have Washi Okaide after all. All right, so big thing about this matchup is it's super easy to counterpoke Kaide and often beat out a lot of his pokes directly, in the case of Washizuka. So Washi is typically going to want to play fairly defensively here and just fish for whiff punishes that can hit confirm into Rekka for super. But if Kaide manages to get in, it's very difficult for Washi to get out because his anti-airs are relatively slow and Kaide can do a ton of damage often as an overhead. Alright, connection's a bit choppy here. Radical successfully throwing Lightspeed Lucas out of his pressure, but returns to neutral. Ooh, a good anti-air from Lucas right there. A bad fireball, Radical not fully capitalizing off of it. With super, that's gonna hurt. Lucas barely survives, but jumps into another fireball. Anything to say on the matchup, Samo?
That Washizuka jumping A is going to be really useful. I mean, it's useful in most spots. It's a really good normal, but I think being able to beat out Okade's jumping nonsense is going to be pretty nice.
Alright, Lightspeed Lucas failing to block Rekka. Gets hit. This connection is not ideal. Oh dear. Alright, Lucas just fishing for some jump-ins here. Throws out a raw super, radical punch with a fireball. And a 4A will close it. Radical takes game 1.
Hibiki, alright.
This match is US to Brazil.
Lucas normally has a pretty good connection.
Alright, a few 6Bs here. 1000 slash to leave himself just outside of range for Lucas to properly punish with a 3-6.
I do not live in Texas. I don't know where you got that.
Alright, Radical gain the super confirm. Now on match point. Yes, all rise for the Fightcade salute. And as I say that, the connection fixes itself.
And we'll see it mess up pretty soon here.
Right, Radical doing a really good job of blocking these cross-ups.
That's not easy.
Finally gets Lucas off of him. Yeah, Hibiki's pressure is very linear, but... Oh, damn!
It's like max range.
Just barely landing that DM. Put himself in a good spot. Radical getting the deflect, but failing to punish. I think he wanted 6B there, but he had a charge built up, so he just got Fireball instead. Lucas could chip out at this point, but opts
nice
to end it with 2B. Yeah, as we were saying, Hibiki's pressure is quite linear, because she doesn't really have much outside of just strike throw with JB and, well, throw. But her throw actually does a lot of damage thanks to 3B OTGs, and the JB itself can ambiguously cross up or go for fake cross up. So overall, it's actually very scary because most of it is relatively safe. Alright, Lucas whiffing a DM. And gets a jump in for a 5B confirm. But yeah, it's deceptively hard to get Hibiki off of you. It's a one-button blender. Alright, Lucas getting a jump in right off the bat. Just for dodge, Radical calling him out.
You know, I think you might be able to punish Suzuka's his poke thing with 236 on Hibiki.
I wouldn't be surprised, but might require a fuzzy guard.
Yeah, it might.
Alright, Lucas opting to tech into deflect. That's a very underrated option that a lot of people should be utilizing more if the opponent doesn't have tight tech trap in that situation, which Washizuka does not when Hibiki's that high up. But it's surprisingly rewarding and can very quickly get people to stop trying to tech chase you, so you can safely land with a jumping normal to make it your turn. And once that happens, well, you get Hibiki pressure. Like I was saying earlier, very deceptively strong, and
Wow.
Lucas frame trap into DM.
That was completely intentional. No,
And just dash up throw to punish the DP. Lucas takes the match.
dang.
What a way to go.
Yes, Samo, that was completely intentional. I didn't mess up the confirm, I swear to God.
It was completely intentional.
I mean, hey, as long as it works.
That's the motto.
Nice.
Alright. By the way, we're not going to be watching losers round 1. So just play your match if you're in there. But up next we have the Samo Kamo versus Ardon do Infinito.
Perfect.
You're in.
So they are. Alright. So it looks like we're going to have some Makuro mirrors. Yeah, the names are correct. Alright. So, these things are very hectic to say the least. Both these characters have a lot of ambiguous cross-ups and some very quick mobility options in the command run and dive kick. But in addition, they have JB, which Makuro is difficult at. Let me try that again. Makuro has a really hard time contesting his own JB, so it's a very valuable tool in this matchup, which can let Makuro approach himself very easily and enable this sort of shenanigans.
That was sad to see.
Man, Samo just merciless here. He can round 1 that quickly. Alright, Ardon failing to punish the command run. 2B is a very active normal, so I can see why he'd want to throw it out, but it's very slow. Right, Ardon making good use of these dive kicks, but not converting them into super, allowing Samo to ultimately punish.
Maybe just try to talk about one thing in the match, and the match is already over.
Well, that's what happens when the top tiers are involved, because they're all coincidentally rushed down. Combine that with top tier privilege, and you've got some very fast matches.
Who would have thought?
Alright, a bit of an air scramble there. Overall, neither player really coming out on top. Samo laying down some pretty good pressure here. Ardon failing to block, but Samo not really trying to convert to damage. As a result, Ardon can now get some pressure rolling, but whiffs the meaty.
Resets. That's the throw.
Hurt.
This is the OTG.
Ooh, got caught mashing. Samo takes the round. Now on match point already. You can deflect between Makuro 4As. At the very least, if he tries to walk cancel it. I know you can without even fuzzy guarding, but I think you need to fuzzy the 4As if he goes for another 4A without walking first. Don't quote me on that, though. That was an interesting option, but ultimately... Oh, anti-air super only gets 1 hit!
A lot of air swears.
Yeah, it's generally ill-advised to contest this 4-8 pressure, oh my god.
That's the end. And it was like, the set was just 1 minute. It's hard to believe.
Oh, good stuff.
Alright, moving on from the 60-second slaughter, we've got Wooly versus Dracula X.
Gotta take like 30 seconds to check something. I'll be right back.
Alright, been a long time since Wooly's attended one of these.
Yeah, I want to see him again.
Maybe he's been picking up yet another character?
Which one's gonna be it this time?
Perhaps he's mastered the art of EX Moria.
Oh no, that's dangerous. You know, what if he plays Lee?
He's already
like to
had a
see that.
Lee.
I haven't seen his, so... What does he not have? That's a better question.
I was about to say Kiryu, but he actually did pick that up for the sake of the turn for the one boss tournament.
Oh, they're in.
So they are. All right. All right, we've got a Kaide mirror.
Alright, all yours, Lemon.
Okay, so this is a very mid-range heavy matchup because neither of these characters really have a consistent way to open the other up, because if you try to go for a bunch of command grab pressure, you put yourself in range for the opponent's command grab, which is just fast, and they'll still have throw involved. So it's generally not advisable to go for that, so often you'll end up just poking each other out or trying to pressure each other with just straight-up JCs in order to try and catch them pushing buttons, because Kaide's jabs are very slow. His fastest button is at 4 frames, although his DP does have 3-frame startup.
Yep, they
Alright,
are
with
jumping.
command throw, no punish. Ooh, an interesting frame trap from Drac right there.
Tries to run under, doesn't get anything. Drac takes it for throw.
Oh,
That's not a crash, is it?
oh, please don't be a crash.
No.
Oh,
That's not even a
a
good
spectator
frame.
just joined. It's a crash. Guys, watch the stream,
That was me.
please.
Oh,
Did I crash it?
Someone did.
probably.
I just clicked spectate.
Oh, they crashed. They're not on the match
Yeah.
anymore.
That's what that sometimes happens when you join as a spectator, so please don't do that.
Never heard that happening. That's crazy.
Don't watch the stream while you're playing, watch the stream when you're not playing.
That's crazy.
Anyways, guess we're
Are
back
you
into
back
this. They're making some interesting use of 2 and 4C. That roll actually isn't invincible at all, but most of the buttons Drac's been throwing out actually don't hit low enough for good command throw. Most of the buttons Dracula's been throwing out don't actually hit low enough to hit the roll, because it has a very short stature. So it overall makes for an interesting mobility option. Bully getting caught in that frame trap again, eating a fireball, and baits a deflect beautifully. But Drac ultimately catches it with a 5A take throw.
Wait, haven't we seen this before? Aren't you just watching a replay? I'm pretty sure you are.
What?
Yeah. This is
Jeez.
like...
Yeah, it is!
Yeah.
What the?
Bro!
What happened?
You were just commentating it
What?
again. Yeah,
I
we're
have
running
no
the
idea what
practicing
happened,
right
but that
now
was
and
just
it's
like a
black screen.
It was like a 30-second replay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Staggered the same
What?
way.
What is this? What is this sorcery?
Ghost files.
Okay, now's a good time to call on our man, IT Amano.
I'm not even sure if they're playing because I
I
can't
don't know if they
spectate.
are either. I think they should.
What the fuck, man?
Kaide mirrors are fun.
Apparently they crashed the game too.
Man. How does this happen?
I have no idea what happened.
Like, how do you spectate a match and just watch a replay? It really is a play-by-play.
Well, Drac has forfeit.
Yeah, alright.
Like, hate to see it, but alright, Wooly takes it 0-1. Alright, well, up next we have CJ Iwakura versus Lightspeed Lucas.
No, I've never seen CJ before.
Yeah, they just joined fairly recently. Alright, looks like CJ's playing some speed Hibiki.
An original choice.
Alright, good deflect from Lucas there, no punish. Perhaps another confirm. Iwakura properly anti-airing. Interesting trade with that 6B, but ultimately to Lucas's favor. Lucas still failing to punish any of these whiff buttons. The big thing about Hibiki is that any button she whiffs takes like a full second of recovery, so it's just a free punish if your opponent isn't hopping around like a madman, which Lucas and really any Okade main will do. Alright, got some loops, but Hibiki's crouch is pretty short, so those aren't particularly easy since you have to do a very clean overhead JC. Alright, anti-air 5A. This just needs to keep up the defense or punish with a 5A. Well, it's not an illegal loop if it resets. I'm sure he hit confirm the fact, or, well, confirmed the fact that the first loop dropped. I'm pretty sure there's enough time between the first and third loop to notice something like that. Ooh, trades with the anti-air. Lucas takes it.
I don't think Hibiki has any way to deal with that super.
She can block it. It's significantly less safe than Awakened Kaide's. But yeah, it's definitely a very valuable tool in this matchup. Overall, this is probably one of Okade's better matchups outside of other low tiers.
Shigen.
I don't know, Shigen can catch a lot of Okade's pokes pretty easily thanks to 4A, which is super active. But I guess if Okade does get in, it's really hard for him to deal with that, but that's not the matchup we're talking about here.
They switched the power, I didn't even notice.
Alright, Lucas finally getting the punish, but drops the combo. That is a 1-frame, so I can't really blame him. Drops again. Iwakura trying to deflect instead of actually go for a punish. Alright, Iwakura just throwing out some 5Bs here, trying to make something work.
It's 3 missed air grabs. Then make that 4.
And a
Raw
2 on
Rekka.
4A manages to land.
Just raw Rekka.
Alright, good deflect. Gets the one frame.
Don't think that combo.
Did it? It didn't. Might have been a good old American reset. Alright, could be in a fireball. Iwakura not having any of it, immediately jumping in. And Iwakura jumping in response to the anti-air super. Yeah, if you see that, you just want to sit there and block because it's a free punish. That thing is unsafe as hell. It's even unsafe on hit in the corner after certain juggles. Alright. Up next we have Daniel Games versus Guido 77. Alright. They are in.
Oh, I want a Setsuna mirrors.
I don't know if Daniel has a Setsuna.
He does. He does 3C214.
Okay, he has a Setsuna.
Yep. Can't argue that.
Okay, but real talk, we have a Speed Koji versus a Speed Setsuna. Seems like the connection's a bit dodgy.
Oh, it's Graveyard. Oh, not Graveyard.
No, that's not Graveyard, that's Shipyard.
Yeah,
Shipyard's actually a pretty... Shipyard actually runs pretty smoothly. Alright, Daniel throwing on some 6BCs. And Guido stuffing out the command run attempts. This is not a good connection.
That's good. That's not gonna stop Setsuna from doing B.
I feel like now would be a good time to mention that if you're watching the stream, please turn off when you're playing. Otherwise, please watch the stream rather than spectating the Fightcade matches. Okay, this is...
Yeah, this is tough.
This is looking unplayable.
Well, finally connected.
Not too distant either. Oh, no, it's Canada to Brazil. Actually, that is fairly far. Never mind.
Just walking out of the way.
Alright, Daniel finally getting a jump in. Ground start fireball. Guido's caught dashing forward. Don't know what he's trying to do. Maybe go for an anti-air throw.
People gotta dodge the Kojiro OTG, bro. That's not real.
Well, the problem is that it's kind of ambiguous because which role she covers is based on the timing.
That's Fandango. The action seems to be a bit better now. Still starts the DM with just 5A and then finishes with Fireball.
Yeah, once you get to that range, you can pretty much just mash 5A with Koji because Setsuna doesn't really have any legitimate answer to it.
Deflect.
That's universal, bro. Daniel gets a BNB. Now back to neutral and 6 BC.
Guido gains some armor on deck. 6 BC is not going to serve Daniel very well now. Guido getting air JB. Like my favorite flavor of Fightcade.
Can you have Setsuna without the lag?
Yeah, what?
Can you have Setsuna without the lag? I don't think so.
I'll rise for the Fightcade salute. Every time it fixes itself.
You gotta do that more, Lemon. Like, just say that every 2 seconds.
When in doubt, blame Daniel.
Option select.
Unzip the ROM.
Guido's finally starting to get some chains going, but Daniel not having any of it anymore. Starting to play at a range where Guido can't really confirm those. But Guido finally manages to land a throw. No Oki. Manages to catch Daniel with this late hit of JB.
Just do P? Okay. Full screen DM? To no avail.
Alright, and
Is that
Daniel
game?
should take it with a super.
I don't
There.
Oh,
Nope.
It isn't.
But manages to get the OTG after.
That's not no easy OTG either. That's rough. That thing is slow.
Alright, so once again, I'm going to reiterate. If you're playing, please turn off the stream. If you just want to watch the match, please turn on the stream. Thank you. Anyways, and also we're not going to be watching Losers Round 1. So up next we have the Samokamo versus Wooly.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Entertainment.
Man. Well, let's see if I got any better or he got any worse.
Alright, this is going to end quickly one way or the other, but let's see how this goes.
30-second set.
Yeah, probably. Both these players specialize in very high damage characters.
I do wanna see some Zantetsu and Mokuro though. The classic matchup.
I mean, then it's just like a 10-second set.
Yeah, it's their special matchup, Samuel and Wooly. The grand final special.
Oh, there it goes. I think. It's on the connected screen, whatever that means.
Alright. Soon. Maybe.
Maybe not. I'll do an old classic restart fight kid, see where that leads. Looks like he's doing the same.
Maybe Wooly's the one that's cursed.
Maybe.
That'd be nice.
Finally risen from the grave just to get DQ'd for bad net. What a way to go.
How many weeks has it been? It's been like 5 weeks almost.
Yeah. I want to see the secret Yuki counter pick. The hidden 9-1 against Zan. To whose favor I won't reveal, but...
I've been learning Yuki, I'll admit.
Oh, that was not the counter pick I was expecting. Anyways, they're still not in.
No, I'm still sitting on a connected screen. I don't know whose side's at fault for that one. Probably mine.
Are you getting an error message in the fight kid chat?
No, not at all.
If it doesn't work, then just try to direct. Which would be unfortunate, but then we just have to move on to the next match.
Or just watch losers, maybe. If loser round 1 is done.
Well, that would be the next match then. I'm still seeing all of the people in losers first, playing the matches in the lobby.
We can talk about Makura Zan while we wait.
Ah, yes, because we won't have time to do that once the match starts.
Yeah.
Preemptive commentary. Big
so,
rush down, boys.
Just block.
Yeah. So
Just
one of the big
things...
One of the big things that both characters have very, very extreme pressure. Like, that should go without saying. As a result, pretty much whoever forces the other to block first ends up winning. Neither of them have unbeatable pressure, especially since they both have a set of very fast and priority normals. So they can usually beat out each other's cheesier forms of pressure, so they're forced to play a little bit more, quote-unquote, honest. But honest pressure from Zantetsu and Makuro is still absolutely terrifying. Because Makuro's got incredible strike throw pressure thanks to Foray and his abnormally damaging throw. And Zantetsu's still got a bunch of relatively safe high-lows off most anything. Plus, he's got the cross-up slash. Although notably, if Makuro does call it out, that's gonna hurt Zan a lot. And meanwhile, Zantetsu's not going to get that much damage because all he gets is kunai, which is not bad, but it's...
Kunai's good, man.
Yeah, it's less than Makuro would do to him, though, is the thing. Kunai is very strong because it does like a solid 25% and gives you like half a bar meter. It's really strong. Probably the single best OTG in the game.
Oh, definitely.
Like, Zantetsu would not be nearly as broken if he only got one kunai on knockdown.
You think?
I really do. Because that would, first of all, that would mean he can't actually get a full bar off of a guard cancel anymore. And his meter build across the board would be kind of stunted, and more importantly, a lot of his mix-ups become a lot less worthwhile because they're doing significantly less damage. So you actually have to try and fish for combos, which he would still be very strong, don't get me wrong, but I don't think he would be like a notable step above the next best character anymore. Whether that's Moria or Makuro depends on who you ask, but there's no denying that Zantetsu's top tier.
Yeah, just keep saying connected.
Yeah.
Heck, man.
I think you two have to try to direct.
I don't know what that means.
Both of you just type /direct and each other's names in the Fightcade lobby. It'll go directly to peer-to-peer, and if that doesn't work, then you might have to look into Woolie's net, because he's had this issue twice now.
Well, here, let me try play ball. I was able to connect to play ball over Fightcade 2, but whether that means anything.
Fightcade 2 enables a slightly different set of connections. Anyways, yeah, Losers Round 2 is being streamed, which is why maybe you should find someone other than Playball to try and connect to, because that would be the next match lined up.
Hang on, Dan. I think my Playball connection's loading. My connections seem to take a while. I don't know what it is. It takes a while for the screen to pop up. And then if that screen closes down on the other guy's side, it normally goofs.
Yeah, in the interest of keeping something going, let's go ahead and watch CJ versus Playball. Please player match.
All right, Dan.
Oh, Wooly just did a speed test and, yeah, he DQs himself.
Oh no, not Wooly.
Oh, what you gonna do?
So
That
does
stinks.
Drag get back in, or?
No, because Drac DQ'd himself.
No, I see.
And also that would screw up the bracket at this point.
Poor guy.
Alright. Well.
I mean, that's decent ping, ain't it? On Wooly?
Yeah, but ping is the least important part of a speed test.
He's got some pretty good speed there. Is that not good?
It's usable, but he's been having connection issues, so. Anyways, point is, he DQs himself. There's nothing to contest here. CJ versus Playball, please play.
Ah, well.
Yeah, they're in already.
Alright. I forgot Playball,
The
Playball's on I am Playball. Alright, we have Hibiki Kagami?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Playball and Kagami.
And both in speed, no less. Playball might be
See
fishing
that.
for some loops here. Because I know he's been grinding those out offline. Oh, he went for one, but he didn't try to actually loop it. But he did do the hard link, which is 2C4A, which is that kick and that punch. Alright, goes for dive kick, whiffs the DP. CJ's now in desperation, giving him infinite meter. Alright, no DM confirm off that 5
Just right away leads into nothing. You shouldn't really do that unless it's a scramble.
Alright, Playball gets deflecting a Fandango. Does he land it?
Full route? Hell
There
yeah.
it is. Doesn't get the OTG after, though. Tried to go for an option select, which I can respect, but it's fairly difficult to do with Kagami. Alright, drops the link, but CJ's still not blocking. As a result, Playball takes the match, or the game. Yeah, Fun Games 101. If you're in a combo, almost always you should just block. If you're not blocking, it's usually because your opponent is trying to combo into a command grab, and that would do even more damage if it reset. JC would still hold up back.
Seiji now going to power.
Alright, Playball going for some pretty nasty pressure here. Gets the deflect. Goes for a conversion, but CJ actually blocking now. I wonder if they're watching the stream. So they should probably turn that off. Alright, Playball takes it with a 2C confirm.
I think CJ's doing too many lows. 2A and 2B don't really do anything.
Yeah, Hibiki's only real mix-ups are strike throw between KB and her standing throw, or SDM if you're feeling fancy. Oh, Playball charging up some meter. CJ not contesting it.
Lots of scramble.
And
Fandango? No.
trades.
Playball on desperation.
Agami's dive kicks are absolutely terrifying in Desperation because it will confirm into super with an empty cancel. But CJ taking it with a 2B, I believe?
Flag. Yeah, drops the link. Unfortunate.
Punch from CJ. Whiffs another 2B, play ball capitalizing.
Recovery.
Yeah, Hibiki 2B is not a very good button unless it will kill. Because it's unsafe on hit, doesn't have a great hitbox. It's still very unsafe on block. It doesn't really lead to anything.
Look at that two-way mashing.
Oh my god. Level getting another deflected Fandango, drops it again. CJ throwing out some more 2As. People are expecting it. And closes it with a raw dive kick.
The only redeeming factor about 2A is that 2B is that it's a low. That's about it.
Yeah, Hibiki's lows are not very good. If you want to mix up your opponent, you should definitely just learn the spacing to cross them up with JB. Because that is a legitimate mix that leads to good damage and is relatively safe.
The 2C is alright. You can go into DM and 4A.
I'd say that we're actively bad, but they're still not great.
I see. Yeah, just don't use 2A and 2B unless it's gonna kill.
Anyways, up next we have Ardon do Infinito versus Radical 101. Please player match. They're in already. I like it. It's snappy. On with this.
Nice guys.
Alright, Radical's flown around. And ultimately sells on Hibiki. Oh, that was Ardon. Not Radical. Bad.
We are all flames.
Alright, so do you have anything to say on this matchup, Lucas?
Oh, it's fun to play. That's about it.
Very insightful.
Very
Calculated tick throw.
Very powerful. Back to neutral.
Ardon's got to find a way in. He doesn't have life lead. Goes for 5B instead of a throw.
He should just run and throw. Oh, you saw that dodge? That was kind of nice.
Alright, Ardon is now in desperation. Could go for SDM, goes for regular throw instead. Respect it. Doesn't cost him the meter, and...
very easy punish.
Yeah, Hibiki DM is an incredible whiff punish tool. Especially if they're throwing out risky anti-airs like Washi's.
A throw could have killed.
Yeah, it still would have lost to 5A. Washi 5A is a really... Washi 5A is a really good button because it's got a great disjoint, it comes out fairly quickly, and one of the big things is that, as you saw there, it can actually catch jumping, or jump back, which makes it serviceable as an anti-air and forces the opponent to block, which is a very good situation for Washi at that range. Ooh! Ardon calling out the
DM. The Hibiki special. Whoa! DM beats that's DM. Wow.
I think it broke the game. Nope.
No, okay, we're back. No, that's just
Fightcade saluting the DM interaction.
A lot of 5As. Christ.
Alright, JB into 4A, no Version off of that.
Both of them dropping their converters.
Alright, neither has a particular advantage, but Radical does have the corner.
The pressure. Aren't they get out of throw?
I think Radical just DP'd out of Ardon's SDM.
Yeah.
Unlike most command throws, Hibikis SDM does have startups, so you need to be careful about that.
He's still alive. Oh, bad deflect.
Alright, Radical takes game 1. Wait, we're only on game 1? Jeez.
Yeah. Makuro pick.
Alright, Ardon counterpicking Mikuro.
Back to flames.
Good jumping, but no conversion. Radical just trying to keep him out with 5As. Overextends and allows Ardon
Nice
a full
flash
conversion.
kick. Radical stuffing how Ardon approaches.
Alright,
Very nice spacing.
I'm going for some pretty cheeky frame traps here, and this pressure look a lot more real than it actually is. Alright, command run deflect, an interesting decision. Radical not biting. Goes for dive kick, but the wrong one, Ardon whiffing and getting punished.
Moves the throw. Very bad. He's just letting the
Goes for dive
block.
kick into DM, Radical guard deflecting out.
cancels.
Did I just say guard deflecting?
Yeah. I wouldn't mind calling it that.
Sounds kinda cool actually, but anyways,
Alright, I'm trying to get back the game. Full screen.
and that's a punish. Radical now has life lead. But
That's a nice
Ardon with the dive kick and a super! He's back in this.
He's not letting it go.
Yeah, you don't really want to throw spinning blades in this matchup because Washi can punish them from anywhere on the screen and significantly
that
more
didn't work.
easily than most characters.
Wake up flash kick again. Cross up, no conversion.
Some very interesting pressure from Ardon here. Radical getting caught off guard. JB's a little too early. Radical trip guarding. And a
burns
meaty
the butt.
DM.
That's not death though. Oh, he did try to go for SDM. Cheeky.
Alright, close it with a
He
JB.
closes it.
Ardon's back in this.
It's 1-2-1.
Yeah, play ball. Wooly did DQ himself, so. Just mark him as a loser.
Radical putting himself in the corner. Not a very good choice.
Alright, Ardon
Let's
going
do
for
a
another
dive
dive
kick.
kick.
More chip, no punishes. MTR5A.
Ardon just throwing out these two Bs. It's a multi-hit, but it's a very active multi-hit, and the second hit of it actually has a gigantic hitbox, so if it'll kill, it's definitely worth throwing out against a more aggressive opponent, which Radical was definitely filling that niche. A lot of people sleep on it, but it's got like, I think a total of like 13 active frames or something stupid like that.
Punish this time? No, not at all. Blocking the chip.
Another spinning blade. Radical failing to punish. Going for some cheeky pressure. Ardo not having any of it. Get some chip, putting Radical in desperation.
Yeah,
probably wasn't the best plan, and...
EM confirmed.
Oh. That's gonna kill. Yeah, don't chip your opponents down to desperation range. You might as well just go for an actual mix-up, because you can kill them from that point, and if you chip them, all you're doing is giving them more meter. And there's not really any useful thresholds Mikuro hits from that.
Reversal throw.
And a meaty DM.
Right in the DM. Not an inspiration though. Now he is.
Radical keeps waking up with buttons, and Ardon's calling it out.
One button and stuff.
Ooh!
The spinning blade catches the projectile. It's 2-1.
Just enough to kill. Alright. Well, up next we have Lightspeed Lucas versus Daniel James. Please play your match.
This time not on AES, so Daniel cannot pick Koryu. I am still mad about that.
We should play sometime. I've got a pocket Koryu that you could practice against.
Come on, Daniel, don't talk about AES.
Yeah, go on, go to AES. DQ yourself, Daniel. Pick the best character. You know, I actually think Koryu's a secret F tier, because literally every time I've chosen him in tournament, I just immediately go 0-2 in one game. Like, how's that work?
Oh, we're in, by the way.
Ah. Alright, we have Moria Kojiro. Alright, so, the bottom line here is that Kojiro is a very defensively oriented character, which Moria absolutely loves to tear apart. And even if Kojiro does manage to get a turn against Moria, it's not going to mean much, because most of Kojiro's mixes are fake, although Daniel making them look quite real. This is not a good matchup for Kojiro, and you will see why as of now. Like, Speed Lucas just going for overheads into Rekka. That doesn't really pan out for him. Daniel takes game for round 1. But yeah, this is supposed to be a pretty bad matchup for Kojiro, because Moria can just teleport in for free, and even if Kojiro forces him to block, it doesn't mean much, because she only has one mix, which does, like, no damage. And as such, Moria can just go crazy. Daniel, though, gains some really good counter pokes. And getting some good cases. Lucas doesn't seem very comfortable with the teleport cancels just yet. Alright. Good whiff punish. Gets the stagger. Oh, it doesn't get the follow-up. And Daniel kills with the Kara cancelled 2-1-4A. Alright, Lucas counterpicking Hibiki. Probably a bit more comfortable of a character for him. This is the opposite problem for Kojiro, because she has a really hard time approaching Hibiki. Because the 5B is a very strong button, and Hibiki can very easily punish fireballs with JB. And since Hibiki will win most trades against Speed Kajiro, you can't really try to outpoke her. Alright, Lucas with the one-button blender, taking Daniel out, and securing round 1. Alright, gets the cross-up JB to get around Daniel's 6BC.
Alright, I'm back.
Hello. You're just in time to see Lucas get hit with Daniel's SDM, or regular DM confirmed. Alright. Daniel takes the round, now on match point. Lucas does have a bar of meter on deck though, so let's watch for that, as Hibiki DM is a very strong option in neutral.
Raw DM.
It's a valid whiff punish. Daniel can't really be throwing out BCs, because he wants to get slapped. Alright, good 6BC there. Gets another one.
Another. Good string.
I think that second 6BC, to Lucas's credit, was actually a punish against the air deflect, and just gained a dash and confirm. Good knockdown. Lucas going for some crazy tech
Good
chasing and
block.
manages to close it with a throw. Alright, will we see a counter pick from Daniel?
Koryu. What's the Koryu Hibiki matchup like?
It honestly, I'd imagine it's actually not that bad for Hibiki, because she actually does have a very good jump arc to deal with his fireballs, and once she gets in, Koryu actually has a horrible disadvantage today unless you're abusing his stance swap invincibility, which Hibiki still has a very easy time covering. So honestly, Hibiki could probably keep Koryu locked down for a very long period of time, and it's honestly probably not that bad.
Lucas is using those ABs pretty well.
That he is.
It's not something you see a whole lot of. Good read. Nice read.
Alright, good confirm from Daniel right there. Doesn't get the OTG, but leaves himself safe. No, we're not unbanning Koryu because he has a big body. That's not how that works, Playball. Anyways, Daniel's stuffing that DM attempt, and letting Lucas throw out another.
This is it. Last will last.
Alright,
Max
Daniel gained
range.
yeah, max range card cancel. That's not easy. Alright, Daniel gained another super confirm. Beats out the tech. Converts into 2 and 4B instead of 2 and 4A, leaving himself at a disadvantage,
Oh.
and Daniel closes it with a throw. Or Lucas closes it with a throw. Apologies.
TP dash up OTG, man. That's not too easy either, to my knowledge.
Round start 236B, roll back something else.
It was 36 PC though. No, 36B.
Alright. Well, up next we have Daniel Games versus Ardon do Infinito. Please play your match. Yeah, back to what I just want to make this clear. Kiryu is not being unbanned anytime soon. He has literally one weakness, and it's completely undermined by his incredible zoning potential. It's not happening, guys.
Come on,
Yeah,
how
but
many
Daniel
weaknesses
wants
does Tetsu have?
Zantetsu at least lets more than half the cast play the game. They just only get to play it for 2 seconds.
They get to press a button and die for it.
Anyways, they're in. Alright, Ardon going Hibiki, and Daniel going Kajiro. Maybe he can redeem himself with this matchup.
What a guy has to face 2 Hibikis in a row, both Brazilian.
It's the Brazilian Hibiki game.
This is not his day.
No, just ban Hibiki. Let's get
I
it over
agree.
with.
I wouldn't miss her.
Alright, good answer from Daniel. I'm gonna spoil something for Daniel right here, and that's you can air deflect 6 BC on reaction. Have fun with that, guys. Go lap that out. Ruin speed Kajiro. Alright.
Oh, the 3D to catch the block high.
Yeah, you don't really want to block high at the part of Kajiro's block strings, because the only overhead she really has at that point is very easy to fuzzy guard.
He's probably holding up in anticipation of the command run.
Oh! Ardon almost blocked
Yep,
low!
now falling for the overhead.
Yeah, that's probably the single most infamous knowledge check of the game, because the late part of that super is an overhead for whatever reason. No one knows why, and it catches, and understandably catches a lot of new players off guard.
She needs to.
Yeah, Kajiro's mix-ups are kind of lackluster. What should we do? Oh, I know. Give her an 8-second overhead. Alright, Daniel takes game 1.
To not fall for that.
Oh, Ardon counterpicking Juzo.
Can't wait to see the OTG run.
Alright, Ardon fuzzy blocking a little too quickly. Playing Daniel gain a 3C in. They're pretty defensively, but has to get his advantage state rolling at some point here. Finally gets a JB, whiffs the throw, Daniel punishing accordingly. And finally gets command throw.
Stop it. I got it out.
Funny command run go burr.
Gotta throw something.
That's Ardon's signature move.
Alright, Daniel finally whittling down Juzo's gigantic health pool. Oh, Ardon with round start super! Daniel already down in 40%.
Say you only live once.
Alright, gets command throw.
Good bug.
Goes for the OTG run, but drops it. Gets the cross up regardless.
The Amplifier. Go back to mid-screen.
Right. Daniel getting the anti-air. Right on blocking the overhead after.
And if only Arden had the stream open.
Oh, barely survives
Yeah!
and takes it!
Not today, Daniel.
It's a very underrated super.
It really is.
It's got
It's
armor.
an anti-air, it's anti-air does a ton of damage, it's safe-ish on block. It's kind of hard to hit because of the fact that he's in the air.
Oh, that's
Good
full. That's
confirm.
full damage.
That's good damage. Ooh, stuffs out the 6v6 JV. No fear.
Yeah, the early hit of 6BC actually loses to a surprising amount of things.
Misses the throw. Arden is still in.
Alright,
he
no
doesn't
tech, good call.
Oh,
Oh, and that trade's to Daniel's favor, allowing him to take the set. Good
Close
show.
trade.
can we agree that Daniel's a villain?
He's a villain?
Yeah, he is the villain.
Any Kojiro player is a villain in my eyes.
You're not wrong. That's how it works.
Alright, up next we have Playball versus Daniel James. A third Hibiki.
Zan players are honest, honest Puritans. They're pure heart. Thank you very much.
Gotta report the scores for Daniel and Arden.
Oh, yeah, it's 2-0.
Was that like 4 games in a row for Dan?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, those 3 Brazilians in a row and 2 Hibikis in a row.
Oh, he still got another. He's still got another Hibiki.
Nah, play ball.
He's
ball's
finally
not
escaped Brazil. And he's got another
Game
Hibiki.
of Brazil. Nah, Playball is going Kojiro, my bad.
Playball is on
he going
Hibiki.
Hibiki.
That's brutal.
Daniel going Yuki out of defiance. And
You know,
Playball
this is
counter-picking
why
EX
Playball's
mode.
my hero.
Game over.
Playball the hero.
EX mode is the best on. Oh, I thought he was playing Kojiro.
EX Hibiki is a bit more debatable because she's very neutral oriented. So the fact that she loses trades is actually pretty huge for her.
Yeah, losing trades is pretty bad.
Like right there, that was like twice over Daniel's favor, and that was 5A against what? 2B, I think? Like, jeez.
Just one throw.
Ooh, Daniel going for a really ballsy deflect. Playball not having any of it.
The one button wonder.
Good grief. Holy cow.
Yeah, that's not good at all.
Ooh,
Gets it
Daniel tries to
anyway.
deflect, but didn't special deflect by the looks of it.
I think special deflects only in Last Blade 1. I don't think that's real.
Pretty
Nice
sure.
confirms.
But either way, Playball getting a raw DM right there. Taking game 1. I mean, there has been a lot of misinformation flowing around this community, so I would not be surprised if a myth that large slipped through the cracks. I can lab that out later.
I don't think it's real. I think it's Last Blade 1 only.
Sakurako said it, so.
He also thinks Hibiki's good.
Is he wrong though?
I mean, to be fair, who doesn't think Hibikis good? Don't answer that. Anyways, Playball gains some really clean cross-ups here. Closes it with a throw. Daniel not having any room to breathe. Finally gets an opening, but Playball calling out the fake pressure. That's why Speed Yuki is generally considered the better of the two. Alright. Frame traps here. Will still not with punishing.
That was a ballsy BC.
Any BC is ballsy.
You know, if that had hit, it would just kill Playball.
Alright, but Playball closes it with deflect into 6B.
That's 5A actually.
Oh, was it? My bad.
Yeah. Playball the hero.
Very impressive EX. See, just don't get hit.
Alright.
Yeah, it's easy.
So, how about as an intermission before Grand Finals, we check to see whether it's Sam or Sakurako who's full shit.
I can try connecting to, was it Lucas? We can take the 30 minutes it takes to connect to him.
Then we don't take that long to connect.
Normally don't, but dang,
Anyways.
I connected to Dan, connecting to Wooly, it was like a year.
In all seriousness, though. Daniel, it was 0-2. But yeah, we are now in... we are now in finals from here on out.
Okay.
So, every match will be best of 5 as opposed to best of 3. And we will start in winners finals with the Samo Kamo versus Lightspeed Lucas.
Hey, Samo.
Hey, Lucas.
I'm going to be on solo commentary. Probably for a matchup I don't know anything about.
I don't know, man. My Yuki's pretty nasty. Watch out. You'd be surprised. I can do 5B fireball and block, dude. Watch out.
Oh no, he knows the mix-up. The singular frame trap.
Careful, man. I'll do it too.
Oh, come on, guys. Okay.
I fucked up the code.
You want F3?
No, okay, I'll just click on it.
Oh, dang, I didn't pick pink Yuki. Oh, that's a shame.
Okay, well, we have...
Teach me this character.
Right,
we have, just match? Alright. So, normally this would still be to Okaide's favor, but Lucas accidentally picked the good version of his character, so now this is very much in his favor. Kaide can just be a complete monkey against Yuki for the most part, because even if she tries reacting to stuff, you can just start responding with air fireballs, or spacing your JBs differently. Which she does not like trying to deal with. Ooh, and Lucas closed it with a 3C. Interesting decision.
Supposed to be command grab.
Alright, Lucas just throwing out some air fireballs here. Samo seemingly not knowing the counterplay. Although, to be fair, it is Yuki, so the counterplay is very lackluster in the first place. Not worth going for. Probably just prefer the positional advantage, but now without life lead, Lucas can opt to zone him out. Alright, command grab doesn't pay off. Samo getting the super confirm. Just playing a bit more passively. Throwing out some 5As.
Got him!
Ooh, deflecting to SDM!
I wanted that so bad.
You nut. Alright.
Alright, Samo counterpicking to
real
an
name.
actual character. Now, I don't know a ton about this matchup, but I do know that Kaide has to play a bit more aggressively than he normally wants to, because Shigen 4A beats out the majority of Kaide's pokes thanks to her extension. And Shigen 4A is also a very active button, so it's hard to bait by just changing up your timing. So by the time you're changing up that much, you're opening yourself up for Shigen to approach. And that's a really bad situation for Kaide. That's actually a bad situation for everyone. Alright, interesting DP from Lucas there. Pays off. There. One of the big things Kaide gets in this matchup compared to a lot of others is that since Shigen's a big body, he can... Oh! Then we're going for a super confirm, but only gets the last few hits. Hopefully doesn't kill as a result, but gets a 4A after. But yeah, one of the big things Kaide gets in this matchup is that his instant overheads become significantly more consistent because Shigen's so tall while crouching. So you can reliably JC into J236A. Or even J236B if you go for a pretty specific timing. Which you normally can't do against anyone, even there's even most standing characters. Alright, Samo laying down some pressure. Gets the air deflect, gets the air throw. Gets smoky, and baits the deflect. It's for super, but Lucas not having any of it. Ooh! Lucas called out with the air throw. Samo taking game 2. Alright. Lucas counterpicking Hibiki. I don't know anything about this matchup, in all honesty. I'd imagine Hibiki has a lot of similar problems that Kaide has in this matchup, since... Oh, wow. Good call out. I'd imagine Hibiki has a lot of the similar problems Kaide does because of all the hurt box extension. I can't finish a sentence, Lucas! Will not stop with these DM callouts.
That be my 5B? Come on.
Aww. But yeah, Shigen JC can beat Hibiki 5B based on the spacing, but overall Hibiki 5B is a very problematic tool for Shigen as a whole. It's by far Hibiki's greatest boon. That and Hibiki has a few more options for how to time her cross-ups on big bodies. Make stuff even more ambiguous. Alright, Lucas just throwing out DMs here. Samo completely failing to respond, but finally gets a good hit.
I may have a Hibiki matchup. I don't have Lucas matchup experience.
Alright, Lucas counterpicking Speed Moria. I don't know what to say still. Teleport good. Shigen's movement is deceptively good as well, though, so Moria might have a bit of difficulty getting himself in a position where he can safely set up teleports in the first place. At least compared to most matchups, it's still insanely safe. Well, the other big thing is that Shigen's got a very good command grab to call out Moria's teleports with. So if you've got a hard read, Moria's gonna, like, 50%, even if he's blocking. Alright, Sam responding to the Rekka accordingly, and is now on match point. Ooh, Lucas baiting out that JC beautifully. Some teleport as a dodge of sorts. Samo trying to get Lucas to push some buttons, but he's just not biting. Finally deflects, and Samo gets a throw. Lucas failing the teleport cancel and Samo punishing accordingly. And that could... Nope. Lucas drops his conversion, doesn't kill as a result. Trying to conserve his meter by the looks of it. Samo now just abusing Shigen's counter though, and that's a very strong tool in power mode. It's your desperation, you can just kind of throw it out. It's really difficult to punish, even for Moria.
GG's, bro.
Alright, Samo takes it.
That counter should have got it.
Those counters, though. That was wild.
Good stuff, man.
Alright, that means Samo moves on to Grand Finals and is guaranteed second place. Meanwhile,
Hey, Lemon,
Lucas has
thank
to...
you. Thank you for telling me Kaide DP has 3 frame startup. I was mashing that shit the whole time.
Of course you were. Alright, but anyways. Lucas, you gotta go fight with Playball for your spot in Grand Finals. Or in your run back. Or die trying.
Probably the latter.
Admittedly, that was my first non-Drac opponent I used Yuki against. But I think I did pretty decent.
I mean, the Drac Yuki matchup is just... that was
pretty good.
an interesting thing to tune into, but it's basically just throw DP. Drac jumps way too much for his own good. Alright. So we have Lucas on Hibiki and Playball on Power Kajiro.
And I am loaded.
Alright, so we've seen this matchup a few times tonight. I think we've seen Speed Kajiro for the most part, and the big thing is that Power Kajiro legitimately has no mix. It's all just generic strike throw pressure or hoping the opponent is dumb enough to get hit with a Power BC in the middle of a block string. But the big thing Power Kajiro does have is that if they have life lead, their zoning potential is significantly stronger because deflect leads. Oh my god!
Good grief.
The microspace on the Power BC! Lucas not holding back! Yeah, Kajiro just wins trades slightly more often and does a ton more damage off deflects. But otherwise, it's... Speed is usually preferable because of all the pressure. Alright, Playball going for a raw super, Lucas not biting. Actually, to Power Kajiro's credit, Command Throw does do a lot more damage, and Lucas, with the anti-air DM, both are now in desperation. Playball not punishing that blocked DM, and Lucas getting a deflect in the 6 feet.
Balance, dude. Having to deal with raw DM, it's just like, whoa, he just raw DM'd. It's makes it plus on block if you raw it.
Does it?
Yeah, with how much it takes you back. Just the surprise makes it plus.
Alright, we have a proper Hibiki mirror now. Alright, Playball going for the one-button blender, getting a good conversion afterwards. The nice thing about Speed Hibiki is that your one-button blender is no longer just one button, because you actually have speed chains, which have some legitimate utility, but they're... Oh my god, Lucas! With the call out there. Every time. Has to land at least once around. It's tradition at this point. Yeah, Speed Hibiki has a few more mix-ups than Power Hibiki does, because you're not limited to exclusively... You're not limited to exclusively JB and throw. The problem, though, is once you commit to another mix-up with Speed Hibiki, you have to give up your turn, because speed chains are not safe. And there's no real way to go back into another JP afterwards. At least not if your opponent knows how to deal with your speed chains. But, again, that's assuming matchup experience. Alright, Lucas just throwing out 5Bs. Playball not doing anything
No
about it.
respect.
Alright, Lucas with a round start dash in. Playball again the cross up. And a Fandango confirm. Goes for a tick throw after instead of the ender.
Reset, yeah.
I mean, if you can land it, does more damage. You scan a raw DM, though. Playball now has his own DM on deck. Ooh, just a little
That
too
was
early on that
late.
deflect punish.
Late deflect. Good grief.
We take those.
Also take raw DMs too.
Alright. Playball counterpicking to a mono. Might have wanted DX there, but whatever the case, he's now on speed. Alright, good deflect conversion from Lucas. Playball failing to block these cross-ups.
Good grief, man.
75% just gone.
One button blender. Yeah. Hibiki 5B does not contest Amano's JC.
Yeah, what does, to be honest? A Space to Mono JC is one of the hardest normals in the game to contest. You basically have to deflect it or just block it. And if you block it, it's Amano's turn, so that's not a good situation. Because Amano has a ton of frame traps at his disposal. Plus a pretty solid command throw.
His normal grab's pretty nasty too.
Yeah, especially in the corner, you get a free DP. Alright, just Playball just throwing out all these JCs here. Seems to be working out. Tries to bait the deflect, doesn't quite get it. But gets deflect of his own into Fandango.
Catch
That'll
it, nice.
Yeah, with a mono you want to use the launcher string even if you don't have meter because the DP still does more damage than any of your other enders would. It's weird. The other question is whether you convert into DP or DM. Alright, Lucas getting the deflect. Playball getting a deflect with zone. Goes for the throw. Gets a 6-seat juggle. Very interesting tech chases, and Lucas with the anti-air DM. No fear of the JC. We're going for the mix-up, doesn't get it. But Lucas fails the knowledge check and blocks high, allowing Playball to take the game. I'm getting reports that Amano's 236B Fandango is actually a damage cap confirmed? What? Are you sure that's in speed and not EX?
EX Fandango is so much damage, it's unbelievable.
Yeah. If your character has a good Fandango confirm, you can absolutely make use of EX unless you're specifically Zantetsu because you're already hitting the damage cap regardless. So it's not really giving you more damage. Might as well just play speed. Imagine being so strong you can't get the buff from your EX mode.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Zan's, yeah, one of the few characters I say speed's probably better than EX.
Ooh, Lightspeed
And
Lucas
what?
with a run-up deflect. Doesn't do much with it, but still, making a statement. Peppa going for OTG rather than a tech chase, and Lucas closing it with a
Nice
DM.
lead.
Moving on to Grand Finals for the run back. Lucas Lucas.
Man, that was the rawest of my DMs. Jesus Christ.
I mean, it worked.
It did. Hey, Samo.
Oh, Lucas.
Hibiki Dam is a good move. Anyways, we're moving on to Grand Finals. With Slight Speed Lucas in losers and Samo Camo in winners.
We're in.
Ach! Scoreboard is inaccurate. Alright, we have EX Shigen versus Speed Moria. Now this is basically what you saw last time, except both characters will die like twice as fast. Because EX gives you a 30% health penalty, and also gives you a bit more damage across the board, which Shigen can actually make very good use of, because he's got such strong damage potential in the first place off straight hits. And his combos don't actually hit the damage cap in the first place. But now they are very close to the damage cap, and you can get OTG throw like this. Alright, Samo making some clean confirms here. And Lucas trading with JA. You do not want to contest Shigen on a tech chase if JA will kill, because that's a one-frame normal. Plus, even if Shigen doesn't feel like going for that, he's still got an anti-air throw which he can do on reaction if he just waits. It's not easy, but it's there. Alright, Lucas getting a clean hit there. It's the OTG. What's for breakfast? Why does Samo dash in 4A? Samo with a good tech chase of his own. Lucas jumping over the 4A, doesn't get the full conversion. And Samo takes game 1. Lucas has to fight for 2 sets. Coming from losers. Yeah, there are actually a lot of one-frame jump normals. Or air normals, rather. Shigen JA is one of the better ones because it's also got a pretty good hitbox. But there's like Akari JC, I'm pretty sure Zantetsu JA is as well. Like, there are actually a surprising amount of one-frame normals once you're in the air. One frame meaning one frame startup. So one frame before the hitbox becomes active. I don't think there are any 0 frame normals in this game. Could be wrong on that, but I haven't seen any. But we also don't have frame data for all the characters yet, so we'll have to see if maybe Moria something does. I don't know. Anyways, back to the match at hand. Lucas opening Samo up with a mid after that jump in. Ooh! Cheeky cross up. Moria special. Ooh, and Samo seemingly deflecting on reaction. And Lucas Dana Rekka afterwards regardless. Samo failing to kill off the deflect, and letting Lucas take the round. Getting him back in the game. Alright, now in most cases, Lucas would be able to play defensively at that point, but as you saw there, Samo literally just landed 4A, 5A, and that was enough to take away his life lead. EX Shigen does an incredible amount of damage. As much as Samo will probably hate me for saying this, I think Shigen is one of the few times that EX most actually worth considering. I can actually see the argument after all these matches. But Samo closing with a 360C. Ooh, a heavily delayed Rekka from Lucas right there to catch the fuzzy mash. It's usually very unadvisable to delay your Rekkas with Moria, but if you know the opponent is fuzzy mashing, you absolutely can if they have a slower jab. And Shigen's jabs are strong, but they're very slow. Their strength comes from their hitbox and active frames. Alright, Samo getting a really good confirm from round start. Doesn't hit the tech chase. Lucas getting a deflect, but the Rekka uncombos. Got another shot at this. It's for breakfast with JC. Lucas feigning a teleport. Samo not biting. And a command grab is going to put Samo in a really good spot here. One more mix and that's that. Alright, Lucas gets the deflect, drops the follow-up, Samo punishes accordingly. Samo is now on tournament points and has meter on deck to boot. Gets the tech chase. That's a good kill. Nope, goes for the save for OTG. And that's that. Lucas takes the game.
Shigen OTG throw is
I am very scared.
Yeah, Shigen is scary, dude. Oh my god! I'm not seeing the Zantetsu counter pick. Okay, Moria's one of literally two characters that doesn't have to always rush down Zantetsu, because you can run away effectively with your teleports, but the problem is once Zantetsu does get in, you're kind of screwed because you've got all this stuff to worry about, and a lot of his pressure will cover teleports inadvertently, or at the very least leave him safe against it. But Moria's definitely got some tricks in this matchup. Alright, Samo with a good conversion right there. Lucas in desperation, Samo now the same. Kill here, and he does. Yeah, Moria absolutely does not need teleport. He's a very solid character without it. He's brought up to S tier with the teleport, but he's still a solid A tier character with just his normal toolkit. Because if you didn't know, the teleport cancel is actually a glitch. That was completely unintentional. Moria is actually supposed to be the least mobile character in the game, but it accidentally made him the single most mobile character in the game. Which Lucas is making full advantage of, landing a Rekka here. Doesn't quite get the full conversion, and Samo punches accordingly. Alright, Samo getting some kunais. Moria's got some pretty destroyed normals, but Zantetsu's also got some. You don't really want to try and pressure Zantetsu for too long because his guard cancel actually does as much damage as most characters B and B's, and it gives him his meter back. So, if at all possible, you want to try and bait and deflect instead of letting him guard cancel. Ooh, and Samo calling out the teleport, taking the tournament.
GG, Samo.
GG's, man.
I feel like I'm learning the matchup better.
Yeah, Moria, you can get away with not having to deal with the kunais too much with teleport.
I just gotta find a way to delete Zantetsu's meter so he doesn't guard cancel.
Right, yeah. Because if you 4A, 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 5B, it's gonna get guard canceled.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah, and like I said, do not let Zantetsu guard cancel you because it doesn't ultimately cost a meter because it's just a meter positive B&B basically.
He doesn't get the whole thing back. Thank you.
He
very
does
much.
if you're going for it. I have seen conversions where Power Zan actually can get meter back.
Like 236 jump cancel 236 646 or something.
Yeah, and then you get some kunai OTGs or something like that. I don't remember what it was exactly. I'll have to find the clip and show you some point, but I am officially ending the tournament, and that's that.
Good games. Oh,
Games,
Dan.
everyone.
Real quick, Dan, the Shigan OTG throw, that's always safe. Even if they try to punish it, your hitbox isn't there until you're recovered.
I can confirm.
Yeah, because the attacks will just go straight through you. It's safe.
All right. Well, hope to see you all next week.
GG's, everyone.
See you guys.